Benton McKay. Benton McKay Southern Terminus. One day we'll do this one. This one is in White Diamonds, as you can see up there. It's about 300 miles trail from here, Springer Mountain, all the way to the Smokies. Well, good morning. Second day out here in the Appalachian Trail. I thought I woke up early, but I was very slow through camp. As you can see, I still have my breakfast in my hand. Part of my breakfast. I've already drank my coffee. Today is the second day. I feel great. I feel a little tired on my knees. I put on my knee braces just in case. I'm walking with no poles right now. But yesterday was butt kicker. I underestimated how steep the approach trail to Springer Mountain is. Most of the time you're going up, a few up and downs of course, but today I only did 9 miles yesterday. I was hoping to do 11, so I'm 2 miles short of my daily goal. There's still a lot of leaves on the trees. You can't see it, but nice view here. You come out here in early spring or late winter, you can see for miles because there's no leaves. I don't think I'm gonna make it that far. It is a lot harder. This trail is a lot harder than anything I've done. Not just terrain-wise, but up and down climbing. I'm used to flatland. And I've done the foothills trail a couple of times. Well, one through hike of the foothills and a couple of day hikes or overnighters. But nothing compared to this. This goes up and down, up and down. Even on the foothills trail, you get some flat areas and not as many climbs. But water yesterday, I was concerned that the water sources were dry. Looks like the major water sources are flowing. They might be flowing slow, but they're flowing, so I'm gonna carry less water today. I mean, drink more water and probably carry less. So I was a little dehydrated yesterday and very sore. First creek crossing. Man, that water's flowing. I have almost 2 liters, so I don't need it. There's a little waterfall there. Oh, nice campsite there. So I just saw my first bear. It didn't scare me at all. I had been seeing a lot of squirrels, so you can hear them run around in the leaves. So I looked down to my right, a little downhill to the ravine area, and I heard more rumbling on the leaves. I just thought it was more squirrels, but nope, it was definitely a bear, juvenile. Second creek crossing here. So I just got decent flow. Definitely could fill up, especially right over there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about last night in the camp. It was fairly quiet. Went to the Spring Mountain shelter, which is right up there, Spring Mountain, about 0.1, 0.2. And there was one guy there. It looked like he'd been either through hiking or doing long section hiking when I got there. And I wasn't ready to sleep in the shelter, so I just set up my tent, the farthest spot I could find. And I'm glad I did, because my pad is very noisy. I got the Nemo tensor. It's very noisy. Just as I finished setting up, there's a whole group of people showed up. Looked like young God people, but actually I ran into them later, watching the sunset, Springer Mountain. It looked more like college. I don't know if they were military academy or some sort of outdoor class. There were two of the younger guys, probably late 20s, were showing them the ropes, everything about how to cook, what to use, and even how to poop. So it was quite interesting to hear the chatting going on. They were all very polite, very quiet. One of them had a guitar, so I was like, oh man, I hope these guys are not playing late into the night. No, they were very polite, very quiet. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I needed to go bathroom bad to the privy. So I got up and I had to go right through the shelter. One girl slept in a hammock outside, and I had to go right by her. And I was trying not to wake her up. And okay, here is Stover Shelter. There's the shelter over there, point. Shelter. I would like to go to the privy one more time, but I don't want to walk point 2 and uphill, so I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so back to the story. So finally Wayne came back, went back to sleep, and woke up again at actually I was tossing and turning, and around 5, before 5, maybe 4:30, and I saw lights outside, and I was like, what's going on? And the light got really close to my tent, so I thought that some guy was walking towards me, and I'm like the last campsite. There's a little side trail, but it's more like people go to the bathroom. There's even a rope, so I had no idea what the guy was doing. And I see God within like 10 feet of my tent. I finally say, hey, what's going on? Are you all right? And the guy just said, oh, I'm trying to find the trail. I'm lost. And so that sounded kind of weird. It spooked me a little bit. So I was like, well, maybe, it is early in the morning. Some people start real early. So I told him, no, that's the wrong way. That's the last campsite here. You need to go back the way you came. So I went back, and he went back. And around 6:30, I guess I was asleep, and I was dreaming that there was another person coming into my tent and waking me up. That was kind of weird. And then later on, when I woke up and went to get my food, I saw the girl sleeping outside in the hammock. I asked her if she had seen the guy, and she had seen him, but didn't talk to him, and she was also a little spooked by him. So anyway, that was kind of weird. Things you see on the campsites and the shelters, I guess, or out in the trail. Okay, so I just passed Stover Creek shelter, and this is Stover Creek. Nice little bridge, followed with some rocks. Should be able to keep my feet dry, but I am recording, so let's hope I don't fall here. So there's some slick rock. And that's some solid, kind of. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Okay, put it on. Long Creek Falls. It was worth the 0.2 mile hike to it. I thought it was going to be crowded because there was a bunch of cars at the parking lot, but there's not that many. I have it all to myself right now. There's a few people coming, so. So I made it over to the cemetery. It's about 6 miles from Springer Mountain. Hickory Flats Cemetery. It's a church that maintains it here. And they even have mass every second Sunday. Sorry, I'm probably walking on people's graves. Wish I knew what dates these were. There's no dates on the headstones. This is a new headstone, but let's see. Mother Miss Alpha E. Cochran, February 22nd, 1849 to 1902. Wow. That makes her very old. Well, rest in peace, Miss Cochran. 1902, so she died. Doesn't do 122 years ago. Wow. Who I am and what I did is indefinitely less important than who he is and what he does. Be certain that you know Jesus. Oh, sorry. There it is. And there is a famous seesaw. Oh, can't reach the ground. I'm stuck. Okay, I'm going back now. Yay! Oh, wow, it picks up speed. Okay, no ground. Coming back, coming back, coming back. Okay, break. So I'm leaving Hickory Creek Cemetery. Spent probably 20 minutes there. Came to use the restroom. It's really pretty out here. Finally get to see a lot of color. Definitely the colors are popping here. It wasn't that much at Amicalola, but here it is. Just notice a family of turkeys grazing over there. They are real. And they just noticed me, so they're stopping. Hey, lady. These are turkeys. There's 3 of them. I only see 2 now. Well, I'm walking up the climb at a horse gap. After this climb, I think I got Cooper's Gap. And here's a great view. I think I'm halfway up the climb. I'm doing about 1 mile an hour on the climbs. But overall, I think I'm averaging 2 miles an hour. I would like to make it to Goose Gap, but I don't look like I will, so I'm gonna see if I can make it to Devil's Creek. Not a shelter, but a campsite. Hey. So I've been crawling. That climb out of horse gap kicked my butt. It is worse than Amicalola to Springer, I guess. I don't know, maybe because it was the first day. But so anyway, it's 5:40. I'm losing daylight, and my plan to get to Gush Mountain, there's just no way. It's still 4 miles away. I only have about an hour, maybe 2 hours of daylight. So I'm trying to get to Devil's Creek shelter, or actually it's not a shelter, it's a tent site. I just saw two guys that passed me over cruising. That's where they're going, so I hope it's not full by the time I get there, because there's only space for 8 people. And I am on fumes right now. I didn't really eat lunch. I just ate snacks all day, bars and Snickers, and so I'm carrying food for no reason. Maybe tomorrow I'll be more hungry. All right, so I'll record when I get there. Oh well, it got dark on me. I almost made it to the Devil's Creek tent site, but I saw this creek here. I think it's called Justus Creek. Look at the water flowing there. A little waterfall action there. So that's what I'll be sleeping to tonight. Got my tent set up. Making dinner now. Looks like it's going to be beef stroganoff. Mountain House. Alright guys, see you on the morning. Oh, I ended up with total almost 60 miles. But that I took 3 side trails, blue trails. The first one was at the Big Shoals Falls, I think it's called. It was probably, I don't know, half a mile, maybe less than half a mile detour. And then the second one was at the cemetery, Hickory Creek Cemetery. That's a must stop. I've always seen it. I mean, actually, I needed to go. I must, because I needed to go bathroom, and I knew there was a bathroom there. So that's where that one was a little far. I think that might have given me over half a mile. And then the third one, I was out of water, so when I got to Hog Mountain Shelter, I went down on it to get water, and then the water is way down past the shelter. So that was the third one. I think that's what gave me over a mile, close to 2 miles extra. So anyway, we'll see where it goes. See you guys.